Former President Trump will be busy in 2024. Not only will he be, of course, on the campaign trail, but for much of next year, he'll also be in the courtroom. CBS News campaign reporter Katrina Kaufman joins us now from New York. Katrina, thanks for being here. Let's begin with what's happening in New York, the civil fraud trial Trump faces, the final argument set for January. That case seems to infuriate Trump, the former president. What are you watching there?
I would agree. I actually think this trial has been so much more interesting than maybe people give it credit for. I think it's super personal to Trump. I think it goes to the heart of who he is as a businessman, as a real estate mogul. Closing arguments are on January 11th, and we'll see what penalties Judge Engoron has for him. And I think that this is actually going to be very consequential. I've heard that he cares a lot about this trial, maybe even talks about it more than any of the others.
But that's not the only thing in New York. When you're our top reporter on all of these cases, thinking through them every day, when you look at New York City alone, New York State, there's the civil fraud case that's ongoing that you just mentioned. There's also the E. Jean Carroll case. What should we expect there? And also the hush money payments case, among others. What about New York has your attention in the coming year?
There are a couple things. I think one interesting thing I saw today about the E. Jean Carroll trial is that they actually want to use depositions and testimony of Trump from the New York civil fraud trial, where Trump is talking about how much cash he has, how much his brand is worth, how it's the, maybe the hottest brand in the world, and they're seeking damages in that trial. So really, it's bolstering an argument for them that Trump can really afford to pay a lot of damages. And then regarding the hush money case, I read an interesting piece by Harvard professor Larry Tribe, and he was saying, maybe people aren't giving this case enough credit. If Jack Smith's case in D.C. gets pushed, this will be the first criminal trial against Trump, and it could really have a lot of importance.
Let's bring up a graphic here, the possible Trump trial start dates. You have the federal election interference case. Katrina just mentioned that with special counsel scheduled to start in March. You have the hush money payments case. You have the Mar-a-Lago documents case scheduled to begin later in the spring. Then the Georgia case. A lot on former President Trump's plate. Yeah. What about the special counsel? You said it could be pushed back. It's scheduled for March. What could cause it to be pushed back?
Well, of course, there's this issue of Trump's presidential immunity claim. We're currently waiting to see if the Supreme Court is going to take that up. If not, they're going to hear about it in the Court of Appeals. And I guess we'll have to see. Currently, the case is on pause while this gets determined. So there's a possibility that the March 4th date could be pushed. I mean, talking to legal experts, some people I've talked to think it's going to stay. Others think this case could maybe be in April, maybe even May, just depending on how things play out. So that, I think really the Supreme Court is the other thing to watch. We might have 3, possibly even 4 cases related to Trump and January 6th going to the Supreme Court now.
Katrina Kaufman, thank you for your reporting. We'll certainly be talking to you a lot in the coming weeks.
Thanks for having me.